If you were like me some years ago, you might want to learn everything from one single course or from just some couple of YouTube videos. But the truth is this, it can never happen. You learn most of what you know by accident. So if you want to master anything, any skill at all you just picked, all you have to do is to make sure you do lots of practice. So a lot of things will be learned by accident. What do I mean? So some months ago, I was actually working on a Premiere Pro, and by accident, I actually hit the plus key on my keyboard. And guess what happens? It zooms in, zoom out by doing the minus and plus without pressing any other key. And this works just like magic. So this is what I do in other software by holding the control key and the plus and minus key before it actually do the same exact thing. Right now, I never read any book. I never watched any YouTube video. I never picked any course for this. I just got to know this by accident. You understand? So which means whatever software you picked right now, most of what you're going to be doing in that particular software would not be taught by anybody to you. It would be by accident, right? So if you want to learn by accident, you just have to practice a lot. And aside that, a lot of things you're going to know would be coming from the mistakes you have made. So every single time you have an error in the project you're actually working on, let's say you're actually working in Python and you have some couple of errors that is not making your code to run, what do? You have to make research to actually know how to solve this problem. In that particular process of solving this particular problem, you start learning something new. So those particular things you're actually learning for the first time right now, they can be easily forgotten, which means right here, you have to take notes. So get a paper and actually take notes, or maybe if you have any online platform, you can actually keep your notes. Do that. It will be very, very, swift for you. So open maybe any document online and keep note of what you have learned. Copy link if need be to actually keep track of where you can go back and relearn it again in case you forgot what you have learned. So in the process of actually solving these particular errors, one single error can actually make you to learn 20, 30 to 40 things, at a spot. I have done this several times, whereby I have some couple of errors working on Power BI DAX, and in the process of me trying to solve the problem, I even forget the problem I'm trying to solve and start learning something new. And in order for me to keep memory of what I have actually found, the new knowledge I have found, I take note of it just for me not to actually forget any of them, right? So when next you're trying to I can pick up this course right now, I know everything. Try to remember, everything is not taught in that particular course, right? So just some segment of what you need to know is being taught in that particular course. And most of us do this. We pick up a course, we feel like it's not working. That was because we did not actually watch this course and practice. What we did is just watching this particular course just like a movie. We are lazy to practice. And when we practice, we do it in the wrong way. What do I mean by that? Let me explain. This is how it works. You pick up a course, maybe actually create a course, and you pick up this particular course. So you sit down and watch it as if you're watching movies from, Netflix. And you feel like you can do exactly what I have done. After you close up this particular, course and open up Power BI or Excel or even Python, that cannot ever work. So what do? You have to do exactly what I have done. Every function name should be named according to how I named mine for you to minimize numbers of errors you're going to have, right? So if you name this function differently from what I have named it, you might actually, get yourself confused without knowing what I'm doing and where I'm heading to. So you might be thinking it's not working for you. It is working for you. It's just that you messed it up. Okay? Another thing is this. After you are done replicating what I have done in a particular course, what do you need to do? Pick up a different data set, right? So once you pick up a different data set, try to apply the same knowledge I have actually applied in my course. You might be doing something different, but those functions I've used should be practiced, right? Those functions I have used should be practiced in this new data set you have actually picked. So let's say this is your first time getting to know about selected value. So what does it do? Selected value actually helps you to actually retrieve what is being clicked on a slicer or on a visual, and it only retrieve one single value. If you select multiple, it's going to give you blank. But it is helpful because in most of my projects, I use it a lot to retrieve one item and make it a condition to do other thing, right? So you've just learned about it right now. You want to see how it works in other scenario. Pick up a different data set and actually apply the same selected value on it. Come up with a scenario whereby it can work. If that is not enough, let us look at how we can actually use AI to fasten our learning process. So what do you need to do? Let's say you pick up a course, maybe a Python course for data science or data analytics or etc. Now, after you might have replicated what this particular instructor actually taught in that particular course, the next thing you have to do right now is to make sure you copy one after the other every single functions, Python code written in that particular course and paste it into any AI of your choice. For example, GPT. So what question will you ask? You ask GPT to teach you and make you to remember how to write it without looking at the code from anywhere again. So GPT is going to explain everything to you. If need be, tell GPT to explain every single functions you used and why. So by doing this, you're actually, expanding your knowledge around this particular project or this particular function, right? And what I normally do is that, what is the alternative to this function in case I don't want to use this particular function? GPT is going to list out what other functions can work in place of those functions used in this particular code. So by doing this, before you knew it, you're going to learn a lot. If I talk about learning a lot, you're going to learn a lot. And the beautiful thing is this: every single time I received, any project from anybody, the very first thing I do is to actually go through the back end and try to look at what this particular person had done to put this particular project together. So if any code is harding me to actually understand or comprehend why this particular person puts them together like that, GPT is the solution, or any AI of your choice, right? Copy the code, paste it right there, tell it to read it for you, and explain to you in a very simple way that can actually help you to write it all by yourself. So by now, you should understand why I said picking up a course or watching some random videos can never make you to know everything. So what will help you to know lots of things, not even everything, is by making research, practice, be consistent. And through that, you're going to learn by accident. And once you have any error, make researches to know how to solve that particular problem. In the process of solving that problem, you're going to learn something new and you have to take notes. So how about this? If you love my video, please do subscribe, share to your friends and family. I'll be coming your way again with more videos just like this. You're welcome.